time to catch up with the country music shearer. I know that a lot of people thought that Luke Dickens was the only shearer that went out and sung tunes.
Bit of competition for Luke.
Jeff Gibson is well known as a shearer in a little place in Victoria called Manangadang.
How about we ask Jeff?
I'm actually from a little town called Manangatang. I actually live in a little town called Nundle at the moment, near Tamworth.
And so there's plenty of work for a shearer and a country music singer in a place like Nundle?
The Dag sheep station's just up the road, and I do a little bit at the pub every now and again, but I've actually given up shearing. I've got a couple of shoulder injuries, and they've recommended I give it up. No more shearing, it's gigs full time now.
So Jackie Howe's records are intact, are they?
They always were, mate. There was never any threat to Jackie Howe.
For people that are hearing from Jeff Gibson for the first time, a bit of notoriety for you earlier on in the year as an auditionist there on The Voice.
Yeah, it was an interesting process. You know, a few auditions before you got to that point. You know, I had this moment of glory in the spotlight, and the next day I was shearing sheep. Funny experience, really, you know, to be sort of looked after, and there's this hype. All of a sudden she's gone, and you're back to normal life.
Well, this weekend you get to make your way down to the Murray River in the beautiful town of Mildura for the Country Music Festival over the next fortnight. And the big awards where you're a finalist in the Independent Country Music Single of the Year with It's Good to Know, and also the Independent Rising Star with the same single. That must be a big thrill.
Totally blown away, you know. I wasn't expecting it. I was told, you know, Good to Know was country, you know, but I didn't know if it would be country enough. Totally blown away. I'm absolutely wrapped, and I'm playing at the awards night. I'm very excited, keen to head down.
The country music banner is so big at the moment. Got everything right through from the bluegrass, traditional, right through to bro country now. So when you sort of go, I'm not sure if it's country or not, it's pretty well fit under the country genre.
As Willie Nelson said, you know, there's two types of music, good and bad.
That's it.
I think he had it summed up, you know. I think, you know, any sort of music, as long as, you know, the lyrics are good, and there's, you know, the tune's great, it's going to get a listen. So hopefully more people will listen. You know, if I have another 100,000 people like you, I'll be laughing.
Well, I'm sure. Have you got 100,000 albums there? Because the album out is Tin Dog Road. How can people get a hold of that?
It's on Bandcamp, so if you look up Jeff Gibson Bandcamp, you can find it. And I think I've just released the single Mrs. Murphy. On CD Baby. Just look up Jeff Gibson. You'll get someone anyway. You know.
And that's Jeff with a J, folks.
J-E-F-F, yeah.
So if you're going to Mildura this year, folks, Friday the 29th to Sunday the 8th of October, keep a lookout for the program and have a look where you're going to find Jeff Gibson around the place, and go and say g'day to him, get a copy of his music and his album, and find out he might be your next favourite artist. You never know.
Jeff, we're actually not heading out to Mildura this year, but we are heading down to Tamworth for 11 days. So I'm sure we're going to catch up with you somewhere around Tamworth.
Yeah, I've got a spot on the street there on the Toyota stage, I think.
Yes.
One songwriting session around, a couple, and then a bit at the Dag. A great deal, but I've got enough.
Well, all we have to do is keep an eye on your Facebook pages and your websites and all that and find out. We'll know exactly where you are.
Awesome.
Jeff Gibson, it's been great to catch up with you, and we're going to play It's Good to Know.
Thanks, guys.
It's good to know you don't eat your heart's roll. 'Cause I've been